Capoeira is an Afro-Brazilian art form that combines martial arts, dance, music, and acrobatics. A lot of people say that Capoeira was born in Brazil and a product of the African slaves there. But if I look at the traditions that we still keep today in Capoeira, what I see is that the West African people brought some sort of a form of Capoeira with them from Africa to Brazil, and it evolved there, and the enslaved Africans in Brazil used that as somewhere to teach tradition, but they needed to teach them and learn them secretively from their slave masters. Capoeira was used as one of those tools.
We call it a fight hidden in a dance. And I like to dance a lot, I like to move around a lot, so naturally it just feels very good to me, the movements, putting it all together, you know, trying to keep in rhythm with your opponent or with everyone else while we're doing drills.
Most classes really start with stretching, warm-up, conditioning, and you go into actually learning movements. Whether it's kicks, dodges, acrobatics, all the little in-betweens. And then we always end class with the roda, which is the circle, where you put into practice everything that you train that day and every other day. The community center is probably one of the last of its kind in this city.
We are under University Settlement, a nonprofit organization, and we cater to the neighboring building that we're a part of, which is a NYC a housing project. We have after-school programs, we have summer camp, we have evening programs that include fitness, the arts, and groups, business, forums, things of that nature.
You can go anywhere in the city and pay for a class and get the class, but there's a lot of people who can't do that, who can't afford to do that. And with the cost of living going up every day, you know, I think it's even more important to be able to do community-based programs like this. When you look at the roda, it's basically the bateria, which is like the music, or as the kids sometimes call it, the capoeira band. Playing the music, the clapping, the singing, and two people kind of freestyling the movements that we train in class. But the roda is so much more than that. They say it's like a life in itself. And you learn mostly about yourself in the roda, because the more you play and the more you train and the more you're in capoeira, you start to realize that the person you're really fighting in there is not the other person or your opponent, it's you. And you have to learn about yourself a lot. You have to learn about kindness, about how to deal with other people. But after you've been doing it for a long time and you have a lot of experience, that's when you start to realize that it's a world, it's life that's going on in there right now. And you're just learning about you, your lessons in life are happening like right there in the roda. Good job, guys.
We weren't fighter, right?
New training. I haven't been able to be in a class for
Yeah, good job, guys.
Yeah, it was good today.